Hi everybody, my name is Robin Smith, owner of Hot Mamas Fitness and Fit Smith Studio in Texas. So today's video is how to be an amazing instructor. So thank you first of all for joining me today. And I'm going to assume at this point that you are already a group fitness instructor and that you have all the credentials that you need and that you're teaching a class. And so the tips that I'm giving you today and what I'm teaching you today is from a live workshop that I actually put on in my studio for my staff and also anybody in the area that wants to join us and learn how to be an amazing instructor and fill our classes full of energetic, excited people. So with that said, I would love for you to pull out your notebook and take a few notes, and after we have finished this video, please don't hesitate to message me with any other questions that you have, because I just really want to help other fitness professionals out there learn how to be great at what we do, because when I started out in this business, I did not have great mentors, and what I have learned, mostly I learned on my own, and that is trial and error, and a lot more error than trial. So you know, I want to help other professionals, you know, not have to go through the bumps and bruises that I did in order to be amazing. So, so the number one thing, I wouldn't say it's the most important, but it rates right up there. You've got to be prepared with your classes. And especially when you've been doing this for a long time, it's real easy to get in that rut and just, you know what you're doing, and you just throw it together as you're going. You know, you just kind of pull it out of your pocket as you're going. And that's okay every once in a while. We all have those bad days where we were just so busy and we didn't have time to put our class together, and we just kind of wing it. That happens to all of us. However, if that becomes a habit and what you do all the time, trust me, your class knows it, and it shows, and it's not pretty. It makes you seem like you really don't care, and you're just rushed and you just don't have time for this. So number one thing is be prepared, and that is with your music, with your workout. You're dressed, you're ready to go, you're on time, you've got everything there, and you know what's going to happen when your clients arrive. Okay, so number two is create that welcoming environment. And so you're already prepared, you've got your music going, your background music is going, and you greet everybody. That's what welcome those people in. And I'll tell you, the other thing is, when you've been teaching for a long time, and especially in the same studio, and you get the same people over and over, and sometimes for years, it's real easy to take those people for granted. And so we don't want to do that. Make sure that you greet everybody when they come in like it is their first day in your class, and that you are so excited for them to be there. And I promise you, that alone right there has made their day. They love you already, and they think your class is amazing because you took the time to greet them and thank them for coming to your class. You know, so that's the welcoming environment. And to add to that, not just for the people that have been coming for years and years, it can be really intimidating for people to come into a group fitness class for the first time, you know, and know them, meet them. If it's a new face, know their name, introduce yourself, welcome them to your class. That way they feel like they've met somebody already, and that they're not in there alone. So that's a big deal. You know, make sure that you are greeting everybody as they come in the door. So the other thing is motivation. We want to keep our class motivated, our class participants motivated. So how do we do that? Well, a variety of music, exercises, and you know, sometimes well, a lot of times now we are teaching pre-choreographed classes. So, you know, if you're teaching that format and it's your choreography and your music are already ready for you, that's great. Make sure that you know it. But the other thing is, don't get in the habit of teaching the same thing over and over and over again because you were too busy, not to learn something new. Changing the music and the exercises are really, really important. That keeps them motivated. The other thing is, just use your humor. Use different things to get them excited. You can create little contests. Okay, so we're going to, see who can come to class 3 days a week for a month. Things like that. Use your imagination. Keep them motivated with the energy and the music and a variety of different games that you might play. The other thing is everybody loves themes, and I think right now 80s, everybody wants to be 80s, so you can't go wrong with the 80s theme. So things like that, keep them motivated. Use your imagination. Use the web. You have endless education on the web and motivation. So, Google that and come up with some ideas of different things that you can do for your class. So the other thing is, number 3, they need to have a reason why they need to come to your class. Give them a reason. Learn. What this format, cardiovascular workout, you benefit by losing weight, heart healthy, just different things. And that comes in handy. You've got to know your clients in order to know what to teach them as far as, this class is going to help you lose weight. And that they're interested in that because you just met Stephanie and Tina last week in your class, and that they started coming because they want to lose weight. So that is, keep their interest up. Oh, wow. Well, this class is really going to help me, with my running next week, or I'm training for a 5K. So this class is going to help me with that. Tweak their interest, teach them why this class is important for them to come to. And that just creates more motivation. So those are all hand in hand, weaving everything together. So the most important thing on the list, number 4, and this is, I just can't express to you how important it is and how you really have to work at it, and it doesn't mean that you have to be born with it, and that is the wow factor. We've all been to those classes where we walked in and the instructor was you could just feel the energy and that they had that it, and you can have that it. You just have to work at it. So how do you do that? How do you have that it factor? Well, the first thing is, when you are teaching, you want to be big. You want to open up to that room, be larger, make yourself larger, speak to your class, have eye contact. The other thing is, you've got to live the life. If you're going to teach it and you're going to preach it, you have got to be doing it. And that means that you're eating healthy, you're exercising, you feel amazing, you've got your hair done, your makeup on, you've got a nice workout outfit. People with the wow factor don't have dingy, faded out, trashy workout clothes. Maybe that's what you wear in the garage when you're working out on your own, and that's great. But when you want to be the best fitness instructor and ooze that wow factor, you've got to look like it. And when you walk in that studio, they need to know you walked in the door. Walk in the door with purpose. Know why you're there. Own that studio. And, not all of us are born with that confidence. So, this is what I say. Fake it till you make it. Just pretend that you have that confidence. And I assure you that confidence will come. You've got to ooze it out of your body. And the other thing to do, in order to learn how to do that, get yourself a little flip camera, or everybody's got iPhones or smartphones nowadays. It is a must to video yourself while you're teaching a class. If you have never videoed yourself, then you are not, I promise you, you're not the best instructor that you can be. And it's painful. It's painful the first few times that you video yourself and you actually watch it. You're like, did I just say okay, like 40 times in a row? You're going to find those little things that you do over and over that you need to tweak, or you'll realize that you're not making yourself larger or speaking from your diaphragm out so that the class can hear you, or that you've got your where they can see your eyes and you're actually connecting with your classroom. Those little things, that's what creates that wow factor. Big smiles, looking the part, living the part, feeling the part, and video is key for that. So again, I'm going to go over those wow factors. When you walk in that studio, walk in like you feel amazing and that you are amazing and that you're there to put on this class that's going to blow their skirts up, and do it. I mean, actually do it. When you're in the classroom, be big. Every time you teach, tell yourself, this is going to be the best class that I have ever taught. Today is going to be the day that is going to blow their minds. Every time you do it. When you're teaching physically, as I said, make yourself larger. Speak from your diaphragm. Have your video camera going. Move around the room. We all tend to sometimes get stuck in that instructor box in the front of the room. Make yourself move around the room. Go to the back row. Those people in the back row that are real intimidated, go back there and join them. Work out with them for a little while. The other thing is, most studios have a sign-in sheet. I tell my instructors, have their own sign-in sheet. We all have social media. Get their names. Ask them to be your Facebook friend. Ask them to follow you on Twitter. Put that information out there for them on social media as well. That will help them invite people to your class. It just you're taking that extra step to be that much better. Everybody can go in and teach a fitness class and be done with it, and you don't see them again until next week. But when you take that extra step to actually friend them on Facebook, give them some little information throughout the week, feed them, it's like throwing out bait. Oh, we've got a surprise in class this week. I'm going to do something crazy. Maybe you're going to do a cartwheel. I don't know. Whatever it is that you're great at. Tease them with it. Be there. Have your own fitness social media site so that you can connect with your clients. That creates a big wow factor. And so I'm going to say it for the third time. Video your classes. Just do that one thing alone right there and look at it. And I promise you that you will have 5 things that you can write down that you can work on just from watching that video. So I'll post another video next week on how to create the best videos for you to watch and tweak your class. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope that these tips were helpful, and I will see you again next week.